Okay, this is step 2 in the 5 steps of the perfect music release. This is the beginner's phase or the beginner's sort of course. Very simple, very straightforward. And this is step 2 in the 5-step process. And the step 2 in the 5-step process is called preparation. And in preparation, we're doing this sort of 3 to 4 weeks before the release. Okay, so the planning phase is 4 to 6 weeks before the release, preparation 3 to 4 weeks before the release. And let's just start this. Okay, so once you've finished your planning, then you're going to go into preparation. And in the preparation section or step, you're going to finalize your artwork. You're going to get all your artwork down, completed, approved, whether that's your image for your release, your album cover, or your image cover, your track cover, or you're going to have your Facebook banner, whatever you've decided, you're going to have that already sorted. Preparation phase, you're going to upload your track to the distributor. Your track is completed, mixed, mastered. You're going to now upload it and you're going to set the date of your release. And then within that, I think with the distributor, for example, DistroKid, you actually get the option to create a pre-save. You definitely want the pre-save, because if you're 4 weeks out, you've now got 4 weeks to get people to save the track, to pre-save the track, and maybe even collect their email addresses depending on what pre-save package you're using. But get that link, really, really important, once you've uploaded the track to the distributor, okay? They will give you the option of creating a pre-save link. It might be 2 or 3 days after uploading, but you'll get that link and then you'll be able to start sharing that link, okay, in your sort of pre-launch sort of implementation phase. So you're also going to start announcing your release on socials. Now that you have the date with the distributor, you're going to put you've got the artwork. You can release the artwork as well. So you're going to make a post on your Facebook page, on your either profile or your Facebook page, and you're going to say the name of the track, coming soon on this date, and then you're also going to say on there a story about the track. If you can put a little story, it's always really good to capture people's attention. You're going to put the credits, who was performing on the track, your songwriter, the guitarist, the cello, the drums, whatever whatever your crew was who sort of took part. You can even put in there who mixed and mastered it, and then you're also going to email your mailing list. Okay, so you want to start. If you haven't got a mailing list, I want you to start thinking about having a mailing list. You could get a mailing list for free, either through Aweber or through MailChimp. Aweber or MailChimp are the main ones. So if you may already have an email list, but if you don't have an email list, I really, really highly suggest, advise that you start building a mailing list, because right now at the beginning of your career, you might not think it's important, but if you go, for example, 5 years down the line, when you've had ample opportunity to build a massive mailing list, in 5 years' time, you could have 1,200, 2,000, 3,000 people on that mailing list, and that is going to be its weight in gold. Because then every time you do a release, you've got a new more people on your mailing list, you've got more people to send to, and your releases stack onto each other. So this is like rolling a ball up a hill. You start off with 5 people on your mailing list. The next release, you've got 20 people in your mailing list. The next release, you've got 300. The next release, you've got 500. Well, by the time you get to 1,000 people on your mailing list, you send out a mail, bang, you've got like 300-400 people going to listen to your track, adding it to playlists and stuff like that. And then that's when things really start kicking off. You really start building some momentum. Then you start building to 2,000, 3,000, 10,000. Can you imagine in 5 years' time, have 10, 15, 20, 30,000 people in your mailing list? That is going to be super powerful, because then once you know the release is coming, you send out an email, boom, people pre-save it. Once it's released, you send out another email, bang, and when you do gigs and stuff like that, even online or in private gigs, you can send that out. So you really, really, really need to start building a mailing list. It's way more important than building a Facebook page. A Facebook page is important, Instagram's important, but very, very, very important you start building that mailing list. So that was the preparation. Now we're going to move to step 3, which is implementation.